very quickly before we get into this video, I want to tell Charles Todd 5764 that you are the winner of the recent guessing of the hog weight. The overall weight was 364.6 pounds. Charles came in at 565. He was the closest. He was within 4/10. I got a good kick out of this one because there was like three people that guessed 563 pounds and 3 people that guessed 564 pounds. So there was a bunch of you that were really close. So congratulations, Charles. One other thing really quick, if any of you are interested in a guided fishing trip, I am a fishing guide. I have been for the last 4 years, 4 summers I should say. I do my trips in the spring and the summer. I have weekends available for striper fishing on Lake Whitney when the water level actually gets back to normal, which we're getting close. I haven't had much time to fish out there. All these lakes that I'm fishing are in North Texas and in Central Texas. Lake Tawakoni right now is the #1 lake that we're all fishing, and we have absolutely been just loading the boat full of fish. So if any of you are interested in that, my email is down in the description below. Y'all can reach out to me, and I would love to get to meet some of you guys that watch these videos and take you out on a fishing trip. Rates are down in the description. Doing stripers on Lake Whitney, and then Lake Tawakoni, sand bass hybrids and stripers. And once Lake Grapevine and Lake Louisville levels come back down, we'll probably end up being back out there at some as well this summer. Nonetheless, I wanted to throw that option out there for you guys. It's a good way to get out and spend some time out on the water, out in the outdoors. Y'all come see me. Now let's get into this video right now. The beast. This is the Bomar archery, whatever you want to call it, the beast Broadhead. I waited, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 months, maybe longer, for this thing. It has some really high claims to fame. They claim to punch it through a Cape Buffalo. You know, how true it actually is or not, I don't really know. They also claim that this thing is like shaving sharp out of the box, and one of the blades isn't. I mean, it'll kind of break some hairs off, but it won't actually shave them off. So there's that too. A little disappointed, especially since they come in a pack of 2 with a practice head, and they're pretty darn expensive, like $60-something, I think, $50 or $60 for 2 broadheads. That's a lot of money, but I went ahead and did it just because I'm curious. And you know, I'm gonna hold this thing to a super high standard, and I'm going to do that because they have so many of these large claims that this thing is the best mechanical or the best broadhead that's ever been created. Looks like a titanium chisel tip. I've never been a huge fan of chisel tips, and it looks like an aluminum ferrule. I don't have the package in front of me right now. However, we can go over that at the end of the video so we can get all the exact details and take a look at this thing and see how it survives if we're fortunate enough to stick a hog with it tonight. Backed up, as always, with a Silence Series stock archery arrow. These arrows are absolute hammers. If you guys want to pick some up, there'll be a link down in the description below with the discount code. Y'all can pick some up for yourself. Today's verse of the day comes from Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. It says, "Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal." Now, it's a simple yet sometimes very difficult thing to do. We as humans like material things, but there's nothing better than storing up treasures in heaven, seeking and finding the Lord, pursuing Him daily, and whether that be in the Word or through prayer or both. Works the best if we're doing both. There's no greater joy and peace and love than what we can get from our Savior in serving a whole and perfect God. Maybe take a time to reflect and see what your heart's desires are right now. Is it for the things of this earth, or is it for the things of heaven, for God, for your relationship with Him? It's a great verse to reflect on, use to self-reflect on. Anyway, that's a good one today, but I am running late. I'm pretty sure we're going to have pigs at a feeder in approximately 25 minutes, and I'm not even there yet. So we're going to boogie very quickly. Hopefully we can beat them, get in the stand, and run a beast broadhead. Yeah, we'll see how beastly they are. Let's get rolling. Well, I'll be. Thank you, Lord, first of all. That was awesome. But that wasn't quite the size of the hogs that I thought they were. Looking at them in the trail camera, I figured they'd be a little bit bigger. They look like just a group of probably 60 or 80 pound shoats. I know 2 for sure were boars. I picked out the bully in the group, and of course it just so happened to be my favorite color also. My wind is literally blowing right back across my face. And those pigs came in from downwind of me and the direction that I walked in at. I can't believe that they came down in here like they did. They just walked right around the tank, and bam, here they were. It wasn't quite the biggest one in the group. It might have been. It was very close, but either way, it was the mean one of the whole entire group, so that's the one that I chose to dispatch. I was a tad bit further back and lower than I was really expecting or really wanted to be, but hey, it all worked out. That pig ran about 40 yards that way and crashed. I saw him go down. We still got plenty of daylight. And that second pig, how about that second pig? There was something on his back hip and I couldn't tell what it was. It was unreal though. I was not expecting that to happen at all. My arrow stuck through on the other side of the feeder, but that second orangish, brownish colored hog came back by himself and ate for half a second, and I had my bow in my hand after I knocked another arrow, and I was getting ready to draw back and let one fly, but he just, I don't know, he got spooked or something, popped back off in the brush, and then not 10-15 seconds later came right back out, smelled something he didn't like, and literally ran to the base of my ladder stand. That was insane. I've had pigs come by, extremely close, within 10 feet of the ladder, and I've had pigs come in to the ladder at other spots, but never at this spot, so that was a lot of fun. That was really cool. And he was at the base of me so hard that I was just like, I was gonna let one fly and just look down the shaft of the arrow, but he didn't stand still long enough for me to let another one fly. He ended up catching my wind or smelling where I climbed up the ladder or something, I don't know, and he bailed. I was hoping he'd circle back around and come back in for round 2. Couldn't get that lucky though. These pigs ought to be moved off by now. It's been about, 15 minutes since I let my stock archery arrow fly. So I'm gonna pack some things up. We're gonna get down there and take a look, see what's going on. Pig was standing approximately right here. Oh man, I lost a fletching. I didn't lose it, but broke it. Anyway, let's see what the old broadhead looks like. Surely it didn't sustain too much damage being that small of a hog. Looks good. Blades look straight. Tip looks to be in good shape. I'll wash it off. The lift has just been smoking them lately. I think that's my 4th hog with that bow. It's been crazy. Yeah, broadhead looks good. See about sharpness. Still pretty sharp. Ooh. Must have found rib right there. You guys can see that kind of white spot reflecting back at you right here. You got some damage to that blade. It's to be expected with such thin little mechanical blades. I think the Bomar's kind of knocked off sever a little bit, since they have these swiveling blades like this to swivel around bone and stuff, but they're spring loaded, whereas the severs, they just rotate and they go wherever they want to go, and they use friction to come back out to a full cut. Just like that's how you reset them. It's relatively easy to do unless you got some junk built up in there. Of course the blades lost enough of their edge, I can just do it with my hands, but they send you like little finger gloves or something so you can close these blades. It's not a great design in my opinion. I think it could have been a little more finger friendly or safe, if you will. Anyway, that's I guess not really the entire point. Cool broadhead. It's the first time I've ever seen one with spring loaded blades like that with tension. They can move around bone. The severs, of course, they do it, but these are spring loaded and the severs aren't. Like I said, my biggest complaint is how you have to reset the blades. That's my biggest thing right now. Other than, the only other complaint that I could possibly have is that one of the heads was shaven sharp out of the box and the other one wasn't. Seemed to perform well. I wish it would have been a bigger hog. Either way, let's pick up on this blood trail and see how it looks. heard this pig go down. Now I see what that other boar was picking up on. Pretty devastating right out of the box, but it was also expected, being that I'm at such a vertical angle, or I'm so high up. But the BT is looking phenomenal so far. I think I probably made a better shot than what I was originally expecting, but I won't really know that till I get there and look at the hog in person. But that dead tree right there, he's literally in it. So far I'm able to just kind of move right along at a walking pace. It's just painting it. I mean, absolutely. I see why he only ran 40 yards. This is incredible. He ran further up and around than I thought he did. Just, golly, that's, wow. That's insane. Kind of hard to tell with a lot of the red on these flowers and stuff that's already out here, but you get the gist. He started cutting back right now at this point. As soon as I was getting out of the stand, I saw the rest of the group of pigs come right across this field and go right in there. I'm sure they're probably just bedded up in there somewhere, but I don't have a tripod to go after them. This is unbelievably nuts. It's been like this almost the entire way. And I can literally just walk and follow at a pretty quick pace. Freaking wild. He busted some branches up in here. I can see him laying right back here. Ow, that was my head. Yeah, see, I was a touch further back than what I really wanted to be. There's the exit right there, right off that offside shoulder. That came right across the heart. Pretty insane. Not a very big pig, probably, I don't know, 55, 60 pounds at the biggest. And I would imagine that shoulder bone right there, shoulder blade, is what did in that blade. But not too bad. Well, is it gonna hold up to the hype? I mean, so far, it's been doing just that. Now, we're gonna have to get it on something a little bit bigger than this, but this was a good first test run. We need something more along the lines of what I took out on the last video that went over 260 pounds. 264.6 pounds to be exact. Thank you to everybody that participated in the giveaway and left your comments down in the comment section. Congratulations to the lucky winner. I've got one more of these beast broadheads, and we're going to put it on an arrow and we're going to leave it in the quiver, and it's going to stay in the quiver until we get an opportunity at a big boar, or just something more than probably 50 or 60 pounds. Something closer to the 150, 175 range would even be really awesome. Something over 200 would be even better. The summertime hogging is hard to beat. I just love it so much. It's too much fun. Fortunately enough, we were able to do this one in the daylight from start to finish, which didn't happen for me very often. You guys don't forget to go down in the description below, pick up you some stock archery arrows. My last 4 hog hunting videos, these arrows have been passing through and I mean absolutely doing the work. Now that I got this one out, I've made promises several times about doing the bow review video, and I'm sorry that I haven't gotten to that point yet, but it's gonna come after this one, I promise. It will be the very next video that you guys see after this one right here. So if you're interested in the new Matthews lift and the UltraView sight and the whole setup that I got going on here, be sure that you're subscribed to the channel. If you love these hog hunting, broadhead testing styles of videos, also make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and that you hit the notifications bell so you get a notification every time that I upload. I've got deer blowing at me, so I guess that's my cue to get all my stuff packed up and get out of here and get this pig taken care of. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you watching. Y'all are awesome, and I'll see you in just a few days.
Hope they won't shoot me down soon.